Going
This
live.
doesn't matter. I don't need to hear myself. That's cool.
We are
Is that
live
the
again.
person-
All right.
Oh, dang it,
I mean, we're technically just live
Yes.
because that never happened.
Because previous one never happened.
Yeah, what's this previous one?
Yeah. What is what is this previous one?
What is the
Kimosabe?
past? We don't know what that is.
All right.
Are we on now?
We're on.
Okay.
I think.
Lit. Liddy spaghetti.
Liddy Spaghetti.
Oh my god.
Is that?
Thank you.
What's spaghetti?
No one laughs that hard at my jokes.
Is that the?
Liddy
Is that your
Spaghetti.
workaround?
Yeah.
You need to hashtag that
Thank
somewhere.
you. I think so.
Dude. I'm gonna steal it.
Thank you. With pleasure.
Okay.
Made my day.
Restart. Where are my notes? Everything is backwards. I've ruined the show. It's all upset. So, welcome to Cruisin the Planet. This is episode 10, part 2. Just a little pull behind the curtain. We had I guess a streaming error where the stream wasn't actually going out.
The little hamster wheels got tired.
Little hamsters got tired inside the machine and decided just to not do their
No
job.
hamsters were harmed.
No
A
hamsters.
lot of hamsters were harmed.
No hamsters
No.
were harmed in the
Jake.
making this, but we lost our guinea pig.
They're not going to come after us. You're going to come after me because
This
they're
is-
my hamsters.
Oh no.
Come on.
This is an
Come on.
experimental show that sometimes things don't work out. As I was saying, couple of announcements. It's all backwards now. Couple of announcements. This Friday there's a short coming out. Cole and Taylor worked on it.
Yay! Yes.
Do we just want to get as caught up back to the conversation, or do we want to go through it all again?
No, I mean we can go through it. So the short is really spoopy.
Yeah. It's spooky good, man.
Spooky good, man. That's yeah.
Similar to the first one if you guys haven't seen that.
Oh yeah, go see our first. It's up on our YouTube channel.
An
There's
old
a
friend
there's a
stops by.
playlist. Huh?
An old friend.
Who's an old Oh, Alien. Yeah, Alien hanging. He's staring me down in the background. It's all good.
I didn't even notice he was in here. I was like, he just snuck in.
He's
Yeah.
got that camo jacket
You
on.
never notice he's
Oh, that's
there.
me.
Oh yeah.
I just turned
Is it
around and
working
he's
this
there.
time?
I'm not seeing it.
Not seeing it, so we're having more stream problems.
Oh, boy.
All right. Go ahead. Yeah, Jake, just crack them open, dude.
Yep.
It's gonna turn into
I mean, it's not like it'll,
ASMR.
Crack right into them.
It's not
Just
like it'll...
destroy them knucks, bro.
Yeah, give me a hammer.
Get in on them.
I am.
Bro, go up in.
Stupid little fact about that.
Ah.
When you crack your knuckles, you're not actually cracking your bones. It's the air
It's the
leaving
pops.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No,
bubble
it is
pops.
okay. 'Cause the guys
Nah,
that talk about it are like, I don't know,
My
getting
my
deep
left
stuff.
leg is really asleep. I don't know if this is getting on air. I don't think it is. My left leg is like painfully asleep.
Which I'm nervous too.
I'm
But I
looking.
don't
I'm
know.
not seeing anything on my newsfeed, and I subscribe to us. So
Yeah, nothing here too.
Yeah.
So is
Alright.
this all trash?
Well, you know what? At this point, we just gotta it'll become a video, and that is it. So
Okay.
Okay.
not alive, but is now just
It's living.
it is living in a weird in between in the meta zone. Woohoo! So
Welcome to the after podcast.
welcome to the in between land.
That
See if
should be
it's
the title of the
the in between land.
the
Cool.
back
that
rooms.
needs to be the title for this one.
Yeah.
Yes.
The in between land.
You got it, boys and girls. In between land it is in my show notes. Enter the in between land.
This is him all day. It's just like notes.
Yeah, notes are good for keeping coherent thoughts. Cole, thank you very much.
I'm more of on the free flow of thought, you know? Just
Well,
let
my
it come
thoughts
and
are
go as
my
it
thoughts are
needs
too
to.
shattered and non sequitur to. That's like dream logic while I'm awake.
It's like taking a baseball to the disco ball.
What?
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 Did you just have a stroke or something? Like
What?
Do you smell toast?
I don't get that one.
Hey,
Is that actually a real thing?
what?
That people smell toast?
Yeah.
yeah, that's the
What?
thing.
No, yeah. If you feel, what was it?
Well, now that just makes
If you
me
just
think,
smell toast out
is
of
my
the
neighbor
blue,
really doing
Yeah,
toast
like
right now,
out of the
or
blue, if you
am I
smell
having
toast,
zero?
if you're having difficulty. Oh no, I don't want to misinform people. I don't.
Just specify this is what you've heard and you're not a specialist and you're
Alright.
good.
Yeah.
yeah, seriously.
This is what I've heard. I'm not a specialist. I'm not a medical
No, go.
professional. Do not follow any advice given by this show. if you smell toast, if one of your arms goes limp, if you have trouble feeling one half of your face, go seek medical help. There is a possibility that it's stroke related.
Possibility.
Now, because of what you said, I'm just gonna wonder: is my next door neighbor making toast, or am I having a stroke?
Just don't worry about it.
So those are some thin walls if you can smell their toast.
Dude, they're pretty thin.
There's some serious like HOA violations right there if you can smell their toast from their.
Their toaster's like against the wall, bro.
No, dude,
That
my
toaster is
microwave
like-
sparked
You shouldn't-
The other day.
You shouldn't. You should just go in blind. Just cook toast constantly so it just gets you.
Just going,
yeah.
Jake. That's bad.
I'm not a medical specialist, but I'm like
Take
really
no
fun.
advice, ladies and gentlemen. This total
I'm like
disclaimer.
really fun.
We're bad at health.
We're just winging it at this point.
Honestly.
In the
Pretty
in-between
much.
land.
Okay. What were we talking about before everything fell apart here?
Toast.
No, Grammys.
Announcements.
Billy,
I think we were on
announcements,
it. Were we
yeah.
all the way- yeah, we were back to announcements.
because
We're
we're just
back
gonna
to
throw it all in a
video.
video. Like
Yeah, it's all going into a video, but we have some announcements. Cole, do you want to talk about your podcast?
Yes, my podcast. It's a new one that we're going to add to the Tarleton
You
Radio
can say
Network.
its name. It's okay. It's not going to hurt anyone.
It's called Making Space, a diversity dialogue.
There you go.
And it's just a place where people can get questions answered about socially sensitive topics. And it just got finished. Episode 0, which is the test episode, just got finished with the editing and everything. Thank you, Taylor, today.
You're welcome.
You spent all day on it, I believe.
I did. I spent all day on it. It was really cool. We Cole and I picked out a song, or she picked it out. I helped her. But yeah, I got all the songs lined up and editing, and it's all smooth. It sounds really nice.
It's so nice.
It's super interesting. I like it. I think it'll be a good one.
The intro is amazing, so thank you.
Thanks. The music took like 90% of my time.
Now, next thing I just realized, we didn't because we lost old audio, we don't have introductions.
Oh, who are you, this Taylor person?
No, let's start out from my left. Who is all joining us, even if it's momentarily?
I'm Cole.
Hi, I'm Taylor.
my name is Jake.
I'm Zachary, but you can call me Corn Dog.
This is our cast.
This is the
today.
gaggle.
As always, you were joined by your host Ethan. It's a little bit weird. We lost the stream technically earlier. This is just coming out
We're
as a video.
trying.
We're trying to. I'm trying.
We're
my
trying.
my darndest to put it
Please.
together.
We're a college radio station. Give us a break.
It's all just me and a bag of beans
And a monkey manning the camera.
and dude. Don't point at the people. Leave them alone. They're doing their best.
Yeah, it's all
They are
Ethan's
doing.
fault.
They are doing their best, but
Hey, hang on. Hold up. So, Taylor, would you like to do an introduction again?
Sure,
Secret.
sure. Yeah. Okay.
First one is just review.
My name is Taylor Welch. If you need to know the last name, think of grape juice.
I am double checking this information to make sure you haven't changed at all or you're not an alien.
Okay.
a grape alien.
Okay. I do know the alien in the back of the room. I'm just kidding.
He is a grape alien. Look at him. He's purple.
Yeah, he looks friendly. He's got a cool hat. But yeah. Okay. So I am a junior here at Tarleton. I am a music business major. I play the trumpet. Love doing it. It's fun.
Your YouTube channel?
I do have a YouTube channel. It's just kind of for fun, and it's nothing special. I was getting advice from other YouTube channels, and they always say, like, your first couple of shows that you do are always going to be bad because you're getting used to it.
Right.
So if you look at me up right now, it's probably bad because I'm getting used to it. But, yeah, so far it's just fun. It's kind of like a stress reliever for fun thing. Don't look me up. You're
Okay.
looking me up.
Okay, I'll stop.
On your own time. But if I get better, you can look it up publicly. That's
Oh,
fine.
yeah, right.
But-
Only when you're successful.
Yeah.
You want to continue the stereotype on social media
Right.
that everything you make is perfect, huh?
It's not. I am going to keep my originals for funsies when I
You're not gonna make
when I
it
do
private?
good. No, it's not. It's not private, but okay. Anyway, so I do that. But here at the radio station, I am technically the audio producer. So, like Cole mentioned, I do some editing on shows and just make sure they're all smooth.
For time? All right, just say goodbye.
All right, guys. I know I just introduced technically now, but we've been here for a while. But
Like a
I gotta
half hour.
head out.
You're perfectly fine to leave.
Yes.
Don't worry about it.
Homework. but there are plenty of people here.
It
and
was
I-
a joy.
It was
Truly
fun.
was.
It was fun.
It was a
having
joy.
You, it was fun having you on twice today.
Yeah. Yeah, so hopefully see you all next week.
Bye,
Bon
Cole.
voyage.
Bye, Cole. Bye. Bye, Cole.
Farewell.
Cole.
Bye.
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 Bye, Cole.
Bye.
Bye, Cole.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, I'm back here.
Bye, Cole.
Okay.
All right. Goodness. Thank goodness. Finally, we can start the real stream.
No.
The real.
My other female friend.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and
It's
I'm just
boys
one of the
club
dudes.
now. It's boys club now.
Now it's
Yeah.
more like Gremlins Club. You're locked in
Gremlin.
here with me, fools.
I'm sorry.
Me.
Huh?
Y'all-
What?
Y'all two are locked in here with me.
Oh,
Yeah.
introduce yourself.
The name's Zachary Cornelius, or you can call me Corn Dog.
Because
It's a long story. if
you're a
you-
DJ. That was the
That was the
explanation.
story.
Fine, yes. I'm a DJ here at Charleston radio station. I've been a DJ for 2.5 years. I play the euphonium and the sound and the fury and the
yeah.
foul play marching band.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
Dude,
sick.
yeah. I actually know. I actually know Corn Dog. When I found out that you worked here, our boss was like, "Oh, you know Zach, Zachary." I was like, "Zachary, wait a minute," and he took a minute and he said, "You know Corn Dog." I'm like, "Oh, okay, Corn Dog, yeah." So I'm the drum major for the marching band. In case I didn't fill that in, but yeah. Didn't mean to steal the show. I just wanted to share my story of
No,
how
it's fine. No,
hype
it's,
I was when
no, it's okay. It's
knew
just
Corn
it's your
Dog
show
was
now.
here.
It's fine.
I'm just a mere foot soldier in the marching band.
Aren't we all though?
You are a staple in the marching band.
Yeah.
We love you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're all just foot soldiers in the marching band called life, and if we don't do our part, it becomes avant-garde.
Jake, slow
and
it down.
no
slow
one
it
likes
down.
that
Jake, slow it down.
because they have bad
Jake,
taste.
Slow it down. Slow it down, Jake.
Okay.
Aight.
We will get to what you have done
Yeah,
later.
the truth.
The truth. We'll turn the mics down for it as well. Is that everything you'd like to share?
Yeah, I guess so. If you want to know my nickname, come ask me in person.
It's
About
a good story.
The story. It's great.
I've been told it's a good story. I haven't actually asked you about it. Maybe we'll get you on next time to talk
Yeah.
about it.
Definitely.
So,
It's good.
moving in, we've got Taylor. This is your first episode.
Yeah.
You've done your introduction.
Yes.
Corn Dog, I didn't set up an introduction for you because it was supposed to happen at the exact same time, which it has.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about Billie Eilish getting 4 Grammys.
Yeah, that was a thing.
Okay, cool, done.
Ow.
My badge.
No, so the first woman in, I think when we looked it up, here, let me pull up the article for all y'all at home. This is on Billboard. She's as of January 26th, the Sunday, I can't say word,
Mhm.
62nd annual Grammys Award. Billie Eilish became the second artist in history and the first woman to take home the Big Four for Album, Record, Song of the Year, and Best New Artist. First artist to do this was Christopher Cross almost 39 years ago. So it took us 40 years for someone to come in and sweep like they did. But then again, when we all fall asleep, where do we go? Solid album.
Where do we go?
Here,
Where?
in between land. Come to my show.
So this is all a dream, you're saying?
No, you're
Dreams
just.
are not real.
It's not a dream. You're
except
just.
when they are.
It's not a dream. You're just asleep.
Okay, I'm gonna bang my head against the wall now.
Don't. We cannot afford repairs.
Yeah, please don't.
No, don't worry.
We're trying to get new furniture right now.
What are you talking about? There's a bit of padding right here.
No.
You are too
No.
strong to go through that.
I know.
What are y'all's thoughts on the album? Anyone y'all listen to it and such?
I haven't heard it all the way through, but I'm not a fan of Billie Eilish's general sound. So you go. You probably actually like it.
No, honestly, not really. I haven't listened to many of the songs. I've listened to a few, like "I'm the Bad Guy." That's like the
Uh-oh.
main. That's like the main.
Yeah,
one.
I think that's the one that got her best song.
Yeah, it did. It was like
Song of the Year.
nominated For,
Yeah.
Song of the Year.
It was Song of the Year.
It won.
I can't remember the name of the other one. I really don't. I know I've listened to more than one though, but
Probably Bury a Friend.
that's it. Yes.
Yeah. That was the other really big one.
They were.
Oh, I love the music video for "Bury a Friend."
I have not seen it.
It's so it's direct. It's so like up my alley. It's spooky,
Mhm.
and that's all you need to know.
Well, I mean, I'm all for like songs being about like these hard topics to talk about and stuff like that. But it just seems like a little wahaha. This is a lot darker than it sounds. I'm not a fan of that.
I would almost say that most of what she writes are love songs, in a sense.
Okay.
Like they are a romanticized song.
Mm-hmm.
So you got Bury a Friend, I'm the Bad Guy. Like they are all about talking about like turmoils or like it. For instance, let's pull up the lyrics real quick of Bury a Friend.
Okay.
Because whenever I would bury a friend, lyrics. Here we go. So, let's take this opening stanza real quick. What do you want from me? Why don't you run from me? What are you wondering? What do you know? Why aren't you scared of me? Why do you care for me? When we all fall asleep, where do we go? It's like it's all questions about from another person perspective on them. So like these are almost all, and we're getting into a little bit of art analysis here. So put your philosophical
shades on.
Okay, good job, Jake.
Hey, I have them on all the time. They're called my glasses, and I do not take them off.
This is true. It's all like these are almost insecurities. For instance, what do you want from me? Why don't you run from me? This person who's asking these questions already is coming in with baggage. Like, it's line one. Anyway. Before I get too into this, Taylor, you didn't tell me your opinion on the song.
Yeah, okay. Do you want my opinion on, like, Billie Eilish or the song?
You can give me both real quick.
Okay. So, I don't know a lot about Billie Eilish. I started listening to her when she did Ocean Eyes, which was kind of like her big first one.
Yeah, that was the big one that
And
Aaron talks about a lot.
yeah, so her brother actually wrote the song, and he was more of, like, into the whole
He was the
singer.
producer.
Yeah, he's more into it than she was, and she liked the song, and he wanted her to sing it, and she sung it, and it was great, and it got really popular. And Ocean Eyes is kind of more like a total opposite of what she does now. It's like soft and pretty, and I think it really shows off her vocals. And I think as kind of I've noticed as any artist kind of gets popular, like not all of them, but a lot of them now, they kind of tend to turn more dark and almost go like more to the electronic side. Like Taylor Swift was this
The evil side.
yeah, like Taylor Swift, she was a sweet like country singer, and then she's more into like top hits. A not as well known one, there's like this little girl named Poppy. I don't know if you know her.
Poppy?
Yeah, I think
I
Poppy.
love Poppy.
I'm Poppy. Yeah, that girl. So like it was her whole thing is like, I want the world to be happy and cute or something like that. So it's like it was so light and airy, and now she's doing this one, and it's like a whole darker side. And
that's kind of
like,
the point of her, isn't it?
Poppy was always supposed to be a bit of a discontinuity thing, because you'll notice whenever on the videos, at least whenever she would talk, there was there's an off set, so it sounds like the microphone is a little too far away, and her mouth moves, and the audio is never directly lined up on it. And if it is lined up on it, she's saying something weird at the moment.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with a lot of her videos?
I know some of them. I'm not like super into it. Like I just don't.
She's definitely like, in my opinion, an artist that's like has a really good kind of aesthetic and a really good kind of not message, but like
I've seen an interview with her producer, who's a guy who likes to already take organic and what is it called? I'll look up.
Yeah. But not to go too far from Billie Eilish, another thing that I do like about her is a lot of people talk about her, the way she dresses and her clothing, and they're like, oh, she wears guy clothes or she wears baggy clothes, and they don't really understand. But she did an interview once, and they asked her like why, and it's more to symbolize like to, you know, because when you get famous, everyone's like, oh, she's pretty, she's not pretty, she's overweight, she's underweight, and you get judged. And so she started like to dye her hair and to wear baggy clothes so that you really couldn't see what her body looked like. So an artist that I really like is Sia, and she covers her whole face covered, so that way you never know, and just so that way people couldn't judge like, oh, she's pretty, she's not pretty. Yeah. So they stop focusing on the person, more on the artist. Yeah, I do like that about her, that she represents something bigger than just like, you know, singing or her songs that she writes. I'm not a huge fan of kind of like, I guess you could say, the darker side of her. I don't know. I really like the ocean eyes and stuff. I'm kind of I just like that. It's definitely catchy. Like the first time I heard Bury a Friend, I was like, oh, that's odd.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
it's like I listened to it 5 more times. I'm like,
Yeah.
right, yeah, Bury a Friend. Like
No,
you know,
yeah. Yeah, you're
so-
just like, oh, yeah. Put
yeah.
him in the ground.
So it's like I kind of see both sides. Like I like her, and then there's like some things I don't like, but I do generally like. If you ask me what I think about it, I'm gonna say that yeah, I generally like her.
It's like you're
She
you're
is.
not a fan of that dark electric sound.
Right, but
Like all the heavy chords and the lightning notes.
yeah, I have mad respect for her for what she stands for, like with the clothing stuff and
Mhm.
just I don't know, but yeah, I think her music videos are odd, but honestly, like someone asked her about it and she said, I just have fun. And
Mhm.
she saw like some blood kit thing and she's like, hey, what if I just like started bleeding out my nose and then I like rubbed it around and then, like
Right.
because she's got like just for fun, like in that same
Yeah.
music video, it was for Bad Guy that she did that. And like there's one scene where she's just like spinning around and
Yeah.
just for fun. You
Oh,
know,
and
she
like the
just-
opening line in the
Yeah.
Vivo the online videos, her just
Yeah.
being like, I take out my what are they called? My Invisalign, and then the music video starts.
Yeah, she's just
And-
doing whatever is fun. And
Yeah.
for that part, I like her.
Definitely, I think that level of that energy is like making her songs enjoyable. And obviously, she's doing something right because she got 4 Grammys.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, not only at a young age, but it was a female who did it, which is good.
Mhm.
Because like I saw a thing on Twitter what was it, yesterday, that was like finally like we have some actual diversity, because the top we had Little X Nast, who was in there. We had Lizzo, we had Ariana, and we had Billie Eilish, and it was like the 4 Pokemon trainers. You had the final 4 up there. They were just
Mhm.
dressed so crazy, versus a couple of years, like 10 years ago, which would have been in the 2010s. Oh no.
Yeah. Think about that.
Oh,
for a
it
second.
hit me finally. Oh, I did the math like a fool.
Don't do the math. That's why I stopped being a computer science major.
Back in the 2010s, when it was just everyone was dressed the exact same, and it was just the top 4 like pretty female artists, which isn't a problem. It was just the fact that like finally we have some interesting people who are making cool songs about like really like interesting concepts.
About real and interesting concept.
Real interesting concepts like insecurities.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the first stanza of this. What are you wondering? What do you know? This is getting back into the lyrics of Bury a Friend.
Right.
And then she immediately goes into say it, spit it out. What is it exactly? You're paying? Is the amount cleaning you out? Am I satisfactory? Today I'm thinking about the things that are deadly. Like, it's just dropping through all of these thoughts. It's a lot of heavy concepts, questions that a lot of people have, that you can just sit and be like, yeah, man. Like these are questions that you could have about anyone any one of your friends. You could ask them this like first stanza, and they would almost be speechless on every one of them, including like, when we all fall asleep, where do we go? I think that symbolizes sort of this whole first paragraph of like I could come to you, Jake, and just be like, what do you want from me? Why don't you run from me? What are you wondering? What do you know? Why aren't you scared of me? Why do you care for me? When we all fall asleep, where do we go? And you're just sitting there just like, what? Like, I have no answer for this.
I'd
Where
be
the heck did
sitting
this come
there,
from?
and I'd be thinking, why are you doing the Billie Eilish thing?
This
I
is
don't
true.
like this.
Like, no, I get that. But if that song didn't exist and I just came up and dropped those questions on you in that order, you would just be like, huh?
I mean, I think
There's almost no answer immediately, because they all lead to a very heavy conversation.
they're intentionally vague,
right.
you know, but I think it's, I don't know, the way they're presented in the song, and I don't really care for analyzing music I don't like because I don't listen to it, so I don't know like
Mhm.
the intricate details
fine.
of it. But from what I have heard of it, because I have heard it, I'm the music director, it's my job to listen
Yes.
to a lot of music that I personally don't care for. I know. But I don't know. I feel like I don't even know. I'm sorry. I had something and it's
It's all
lost.
right. That's cool. We can move on.
But I mean, it is a bunch of difficult questions to think about. Why were you friends with this person?
Yeah, like
If-
any relationship. why have any relationship with this person and then drop these questions? Like, these almost sound like opening insecurities to me,
Yeah.
which I assume is what you were getting in. Sorry, I cut you off.
Oh, no,
there.
no, you're good. You're good. Yeah, it's like, if you actually think about this, like, I don't know why. You just, something made you catch my eye.
Yeah.
Something like that. Because, I mean, I did that my first week at Tarleton.
Mm-hmm.
Some guy walked up to me. I think you know who he is if he's watching this right now, but he said, "Yo, I want you to be my friend." I'm like, "Okay."
Sick.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then after building a relationship, we finally
Actually, we're friends.
we actually did become good friends.
Right? Yeah, definitely I think that whole song itself, like Bury a Friend, which isn't the one that blew up as big as
Bad guy.
where Bad Guy gets to take on a more role-playing nature for the listener, where you're going to be like, I'm the bad guy. I'm the one who's causing trouble. I'm the one who's like the dangerous for other people's relationship. I think that all of her songs get to play on that energy level of like, you get to sit in as the singer and really empathize with whatever emotion she's attacking at the moment. I think that's why she took the Grammys in the way that she did.
Yeah.
But I mean, still, I'm gonna have to agree with Taylor on this. I don't like the dark style of the music. I just don't like it. It'd be like, and this is no offense to Billie Eilish or any of her fans or anything like that, but it seems like the kind of music a goth kid would just bump his head to while he's smoking a cigarette.
Well,
I disagree. I listen to a lot of really good like old school 80s goth stuff, and
I mean, I'm not talking about. I'm just.
I know,
talk-
but, like,
I'm talking about that song in particular.
I guess I don't know.
Jake's here to defend the goths. You have to
Yeah.
understand.
Come on.
My opinion on Billie Eilish is actually kind of the opposite. I don't like her stuff because I feel like it's like faux darkness.
See, here's the thing. It's the in-between between both of your opinions. It's too dark for what you're saying, and you're saying that it's not dark enough.
Well, it's not even that it's not dark enough. It feels like cheap darkness. Like either do like my
manufactured.
Yeah, it feels manufactured darkness. It feels like I mean, I listen to a lot of just dark music in general.
Mhm.
You know, I listen to a lot of like off the top of my head, Cassandra Gemini by the Mars Volta, because
Okay.
you know I'm wearing the Mars Volta T-shirt. Is a super dreary song. That's I don't know. It
It seems like it's almost forced. Am I right?
Yeah, like Billie Eilish feels forced, you know, and like I listen to a lot of my other bands like
Well, that is one
Mars
of the
Volta
one
or
of the
Sun
problems with
and-
pop songs is they are way forced on everybody.
Yeah.
They are, in my opinion, just as good as any other song
Because
dealing with
like,
similar
the
issues.
The thing is with Billie Eilish is that it's like I feel like they want it to be dark, but not too dark that it alienates people, and that comes off to me as like you said, manufactured. It's faux darkness, and I can't get into
It's not full darkness.
Yes,
like what
like-
you're looking for.
Yeah, like I'm fine with like pop music.
That's all right.
I'm fine with pop music, but I want like pop music that's
Real.
like real.
Unfortunately, you got to go for the indie stuff. Jack
Yeah.
Stauber, if you want to talk about some other dark thoughts, micropop. Do 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 do. This
I-
one of his albums. It was really fun.
I'll have to look into it because I haven't
Yeah.
heard them.
It is all about a melody playing over a lack of bass chords with a whole on like cacophony of noises. Very electric though, just a warning.
I mean,
Some people
electric.
like immediately are upset by his sounds. Just
Trust me, I listen to some harsh stuff. Literally.
you listen to. I've actually heard one of your CDs. Yeah, no, this is baby food to you. Then. I have listened to one.
Which one was it again? Do you remember how it sounded?
It sounded like my dad's workshop,
Nice.
but that's like a whole one entire disc. It sounds just like it was whenever we were doing the 24-hour marathon, and we went to get snacks. You remember?
Oh, yeah, what was that? Oh yeah, that was the Doll 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 by Venetian Snares.
Yeah.
That one.
I don't know. I just
I-
agreed. I have no clue.
I remember what that was because I had to listen to that to like keep myself awake. Because there's enough.
Yeah.
There's enough substance in there for my brain to be active, but it's harsh enough to wake me up.
I personally just listen to coffee. For reference, everyone, Jake literally just had me listen to. I'm pretty certain he's like just resampled a bunch of Tool noises and just like played them together at max volume without peaking
I mean, no, that's
because it hurt me.
That's if you want that, look into Cruisin the Planet, which was a industrial band that wanted to be a punk band, but they were too poor, so they just made the sounds with actual like tools and instruments that they made. That's actually a thing, and I really do like that sound too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Cruisin the Planet is a German. If you couldn't tell.
About to ask, like, how German is that?
It's pretty.
Well, there weren't any vocals, so you're not going to be too worried about that.
Well, I mean, there's vocals in Cruisin the Planet. In Cruisin the Planet, yes, but in Dol 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 by Venetian Snares, there's just like sampled vocals.
Okay, they didn't sound like vocals. I'm just gonna be real. They didn't.
Well,
sound
these
like
are two
vocals.
completely different bands.
Okay,
One's like breakcore, kind of like bordering on harsh noise, like melodic harsh noise, and the other is
which I didn't know you could do.
Like industrial. I know. And the other is like industrial, like pure. Like we're not talking like industrial rock like Nine Inch Nails. We're talking like pure, like Throbbing Crystals type stuff.
Oh.
Which another seminal industrial band.
Interesting.
Yes.
Jake, this moves into sort of our next subject, very interesting, which is your job as a music director.
All
but
right.
instead of talking about your job as the music director, I want to talk about what you did.
Oh boy,
today.
we're getting into
Oh,
this.
here we go.
I was on Twitter,
go.
just perusing as part of my job is on Twitter. I'm one of the social media managers here. You throw a little bit of shade out to a band, and then in the comments I notice on that tweet yourself, you then attack the entire genre of music.
Oh, absolutely.
You want to explain to the people what you did so I can find your shame?
I absolutely do not like Caravan Palace, and I do not like Electro Swing, like at all. I just.
All right, I can't find your tweet, but I will burn you here and now.
Go ahead.
boy.
All I said was like Caravan Palace is. I'm pretty sure I used the word I can't say. Trash. We'll use that as a substitute.
Yeah, you said that it was trash,
and then
then you said the whole genre was trash.
which normally I don't do, but I have not heard. Honestly, Caravan Palace is probably the best like electro swing band, and they do literally nothing to me. They do literally nothing for me. They're just.
Well, that's because you're sad on the inside, Jake.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. They're just bad.
They're not bad. Have you listened? You listened to what was it? Audiophone?
What?
Aftermath, like the album Robot Face.
No, I did not listen to that one. I listened to singles. Did not like the singles at all.
The singles aren't where it's at. Nobody know. That's the thing. There is no like singular way to describe electric. All right. This is already obvious, but I enjoy the genre of electro swing.
That's fine. Like I'm not saying you can't.
What I am saying is you don't get to just shoot it down.
Oh, I can absolutely shoot it down because that's my opinion.
You know what? That's fine.
Just because I state it as a fact, which I did, I'm not denying, doesn't make it less of an opinion.
No, but I'm going to get you because you said it was a fact. All right? I'm totally cool with your opinion. You're allowed to have one, but I'm going to jump on you because you said it like it was a fact.
Okay, fine.
Now we can do battle.
Okay.
Here's the deal. You can't look at singles for a genre and figure out what it is, and you can't look at singles from one band.
That's fair.
Like
I've also heard
Lone Digger was sick, but it's only good in a certain situation. It's atmospheric music. I would argue that you want to play electro swing while you're doing something versus something like Tool where you want to play Tool when you're doing nothing.
That's okay. First off, I mean, the only genre for me that works as ambience is the genre ambiance. Yeah, like that's the only kind of like I can listen to music like by itself, like as ambiance, any kind of genre. But unless it's ambience, I can't just listen to it as that.
Okay.
Like I have to listen to something that can or has in the past engaged me.
Okay.
So I can't get into it because of that. Not only that, but just I haven't heard Robot Face. I haven't heard their previous album. I have heard their first album. Long time ago.
Which was
it's the one with the robot holding the record.
Ooh, that is so old. That is almost a different sound entirely.
What's the band's name?
Caravan Palace.
Caravan Palace. We can pull them up real quick.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've heard a lot, like I've heard, I can't name them. I've heard other like electro swing groups because I've had friends in the past who recommended them to me and just don't like them.
Song.
Yeah.
Cool.
Would that be the Panic album?
No, that's the second album.
The Rocket for Me. Oh, the keyboard's doing it again.
I mean, there's like Clash.
Nasty keyboard.
Like, I don't like it. The big reason why I've never cared for like electro swing is because it doesn't feel, to me at least, it doesn't feel like it's doing anything unique. It's taking like trance, techno, like electronic music and just kind of throwing it into like a swing band, which can be good if there's nuance to it, but there's no real nuance to it. It's
Look
just
at their discography.
There's no album name for it. It's literally just Caravan Palace.
So
it's
they
it's
have
a title album.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a title album, which was Caravan Palace,
there.
and then you've got Panic.
Yeah, that's it.
It was the album Caravan Palace. See, Taylor likes it. It's good.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
like,
fun.
yeah, you know, like,
So their title album was the one you weren't interested
I
in.
didn't care for it. I mean, I didn't care for that one. I haven't bothered listening to anything else.
I like
Robot
it.
Face and Panic will mess you up in the heart.
I bet it won't.
They're
I
good.
would be willing to bet you money it does nothing for me.
Really.
I'm not going to because I'm not a betting man.
Oh,
But
actually, okay. Knowing you, the only song I would recommend from them is Aftermath from Robot Face.
all right.
I think just
Okay.
based on like us talking about other things. Now, obviously, like I would recommend Crumb before recommending something like Caravan Palace to you, just because it's not your sound.
Yeah.
Like if we're just talking on opinions, but the fact that you dropped it as fact, just unabashedly, I wake up from a nap
I love
and I
doing
see
that.
and I see Jake like dogging Caravan Palace
love doing-
over the Lone Digger, like the Lone Digger.
It was like events that
EP.
preceded like
Events that preceded something horrible, which is the three cats walking
yeah,
into.
like it was. I've seen the music video. They all like get killed,
Yeah, they all like destroy each other.
but like, yeah,
and you were
I-
just like Caravan Palace is trash, and I was like, you can't do this. I just woke up, man.
I can
This
do
is
it. My Twitter, my rules.
It's perfectly fine.
Your
Yes.
image.
I absolutely love stating opinions as facts.
He does
It's-
this too.
I do this all the time, and it's really fun.
Folks, Jake just kind of does this sometimes. We're gonna let him do his thing.
I'm chaotic. You leave me
is.
in my corner. You're not allowed to follow my account. That's why we're not saying the name of my account.
I,
I'm
no,
gonna
I,
look it up now. I hope you. Know
I
that.
tried. No, I wouldn't recommend looking him up.
Okay,
Alright.
so question.
Yeah.
You said you didn't like it because it didn't make you feel anything.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
So, like, do you listen to songs? Because, like, everyone listens to songs for, like, different reasons. I have, like, there's not really a genre of music I don't like because, I mean, I'm the music major. I feel like music is you're expressing something in some form, even if it was, like, an idea. And so it's like, I don't know. I like kind of everything, but there's stuff I like more. So, like, I still have opinions on, like, what I like more or less. But like I have songs I listen to because I like the beat, and I have like a set of cleaning songs that get me inspired. I have songs when I'm sad. And they're like all different genres. So like, do you listen to songs because of the words?
I listen to music not because of the words.
Definitely not the words.
Like, I'm very much like the kind of person who prefers a good sound over a good like verse, whatever. Like if I wanted like lyrics, I would read poetry, which
Yeah.
I'm not knocking. I think poetry is great.
Oh, dude.
You know,
My
like
physics professor, that's all he does is knock
So
poetry.
do you like rap? Because like rap,
I like
rhythm
rap, yeah.
American poetry.
yeah, I like
Yeah.
rap.
Okay.
You know, like here's the thing, just because
Wait,
like,
hold up. Is that what rap it means?
Yeah, rhythmic American poetry is rap. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Music major. I got you.
That's like from the beginning. It's always meant that.
Yes.
Yep.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
I learned that in music appreciation last semester.
Oh, that was like.
I
my
wish I
fun
would have
fact
learned that
bank.
music appreciation.
What'd you have?
That makes so much sense, but also doesn't at all.
Well, because
Anyways.
it's just poetry, typically. Like, that's at least how it started.
Right.
And then you put some kind of beat or something behind it. And you
Well, it's like, here's the thing. I can enjoy like the sound of someone speaking poetry at me.
Ooh, I like that.
You know,
That's
like
a
I
whole
like
other thing.
that. So like if someone is speaking really good poetry, but I don't like the sound of their voice, I can respect them as a poet and I can appreciate their like poetry.
Their lyricism.
As I can appreciate the lyricism. I'm never going to put them on because I don't like how it sounds.
All right.
You know, that's the thing.
So it's got to
So-
sound good to you, but it also has to like resonate with you.
I mean, like to me, when it comes to sound, like like certain types of sounds just like they resonate with me. You know,
I get
like
that.
it's not a matter of like the lyrics resonating with me. They can resonate with me and that'd be like an extra bonus. But like if I don't like the sound of your thing, it's like
That's like baseline.
That's it.
Yeah.
Has to have a good sound.
Okay.
Then you're looking for extras.
yes, exactly.
Got it.
Which is why I'm one of the things a lot of people for some reason like this is something that a lot of people aren't really into. I love instrumental music. I like music with
Ooh, yeah.
like no vocals. One of my favorite bands,
Video game EPs, dude.
video game EPs can be good. I don't normally go to like OSTs for like regular listening material. Sometimes, not often.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite bands is what's it called? Called Bong Ripper. Fantastic name.
Okay.
They're like a doom metal,
Mhm.
drone metal, not even drone metal, like a doom stoner metal outlet. And they only have one song that has lyrics, and it's like their shortest song they ever released,
Yeah.
which is like a 2-minute song.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Have you heard the Hidden Cities or Citizens? Sorry, Hidden Citizens.
Hidden Citizens. Sounds incredibly familiar, but I don't think I can think of a song or anything by them.
They actually, and I know this is like maybe kind of overdone, but they do like really good epic trailer versions of songs and stuff.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, the instrumentals of those are fantastic. It's very powerful. It can be very emotional, and if they're lyrics to popular songs, you would know like "I Ran"
Yeah.
or another one, "Bites the Dust."
All right.
Even "Take on Me." "Take on Me" had a good one. as well.
Okay.
But these ones, I think you would enjoy them if you like instrumental music. If you are a fan of even, and I know this isn't for everybody, but orchestral kind of
I
sounding music.
I like classical music, but like I don't know, like I don't want to like toss up your idea, but that does not sound like something that I would probably enjoy.
Give it a chance.
I will, if I can remember, I'll try it. But that sounds like something that would not be my cup of tea.
Okay.
Like I'm just throwing that out there.
All right.
Yeah.
I got a question for y'all.
Okay.
What up?
Who has a cookie jar? No way.
Mm-hmm.
Nuh-uh.
Mm-hmm.
Not real.
Yep.
No, you are a liar.
No, I am not.
Factually, you're lying to me.
I am not lying to you.
You are. People don't own cookie jars.
I have a cookie jar.
I have one.
You have a cookie
I
jar?
have one. I don't.
I
I
just-
don't
I
have
just
cookies in
keep-
it right now, but I have one.
I just keep them in the case they came with.
Exactly. Cookie jars aren't real, right, Jake?
I can
It's
imagine
not
them being
real.
real when like baking cookies was like a thing.
They're so cute.
But it never was. Because you eat them right off the tray.
I have
Yeah.
this
Like
little
like an
frog.
adult.
Yeah.
A sad adult.
God, I want a cookie right now.
I have this
Dude,
little
same.
frog cookie jar that
That's
when you
cute.
open up his head, he goes like and like ribbits. So
Excuse me?
Is it like a
it's
battery powered
quite,
thing?
Yes, it is
You-
quite old.
That's awful. When you rip his
You
head
can't-
open, he screams for mercy.
Well, I got
And then you take his insides and eat them.
so my mother actually got it so that way you couldn't sneak any of the cookies.
See that? Because that's where I'm coming from. Is like, who stole the cookies from the cookie jar?
Yeah, because
Why would you put cookies in a cookie, like
So
in
you
a
can-
jar?
You can tell who steals the cookies. You know, like the frog's gonna croak. Or we had one that mooed, and you'd open it, and there was this really loud like.
Wait, all right, hold on. So what I'm getting at, like learning of this story now, that means that. Do you have any siblings, Taylor?
No.
That means you and your father were so bad at stealing cookies repeatedly that your mother had to implement a ludicrous solution,
You're
which
not wrong.
which was a cookie jar that would call the police
yes.
when you opened it.
Yeah, basically.
FBI, open up.
You're wildin'.
Yeah, but I love cookie jars because they're fun. You know, it's like really baking cookies is so fun anyway. It smells good.
Yeah.
They taste good. The cookie dough itself, I mean, it's a controversy apparently, but I love that. So
Well, what, eating it?
yeah, like
Well, there are other solutions. So, like, the problem with eating cookie dough is the egg
eggs.
and the flour.
Tasty
if you
egg.
take out the eggs, it doesn't taste as good. Like I went to the mall and they
protein.
have
No, the
they have
egg.
little ones.
The
They don't
egg is
taste as
just the
good.
binder. It's not there's no flavor in the egg whatsoever. I can promise you. The egg simply gives you a wet binder agent.
Well, my cookie dough made with egg and flour tastes a lot better than any of the other cookie doughs that are
So
like
Taylor, what you're
edible.
telling me is that you've eaten cookie dough you've eaten just the cookie dough.
Of course.
As
Who
such, you've
hasn't?
put yourself. I haven't, because you've put yourself at
What?
risk for salmonella and E. coli.
But
Bet you didn't know
worth
that
it.
flour uncooked has the possibility to hold E. coli in it.
You know what? Have you ever watched like TLC
Tasty.
and they have like the My Strange Addiction?
Mm?
I think if the guy who ate raw meat for like a year and the girl who ate drywall
What?
and deodorant, I think if they're okay,
Yeah, there's
I
some
can
crazy
eat cookie
people
dough.
that do
Yeah,
this.
you know, like, that guy smokes, a pack of Newports every day. If I smoke one, I'll be
Right.
fine.
Oh wait, no.
Exactly.
Ah, gotcha.
Pranked. Pranked.
Well, cookies are so harmless, you know?
Yeah,
They're
cookies
so
are
No,
good.
they're not. Taylor,
A few.
a
like
minute
one.
on the lips is a lifetime on the hips.
Hey, excuse me. Hey, I work out every day.
I don't,
I don't either.
As you can see, I don't either.
but I work. Corn dog.
I try. I mean, I have been doing
okay.
it lately.
It's okay.
Hey.
What? All right, buddy. I started off this year at 300 pounds.
Yo,
All right.
Bet.
Whoa.
Yes, I did. I have the stretch marks to prove it all over my body, but I'm not going to strip in front of a camera.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's
But
impressive.
I understand what it's like being heavy and upset about it.
Well, the main thing about it is I can't eat vegetables. Literally,
What?
I have a problem. Every time I try to eat like a piece of lettuce or something, I literally just start to gag.
I'm the same way. I'm the same
What?
way. I can't eat vegetables either.
Oh yeah, we talked about you
I mean,
not
I'm-
being able
I'm-
to eat anything.
I'm like a
actually.
baby eater.
An actual baby,
Thank
though.
you.
What about fruit?
So I'm with you. We can sympathize with that.
I eat some fruit. I can
You
eat
like
some
it?
apples. I can eat oranges.
Yeah, I can
eat
I
bananas.
have a thing of
Okay,
apples.
okay.
I have apples at home.
Have you tried smoothies? Because like
Yes.
kale, you can actually sneak in kale like to smoothies. A lot of people do that, and like you can't taste it at all. You don't even see green flakes, and it's like a good way to sneak it in. Or you can
Well-
try.
Someone would have to put that in for me. Because
Yeah,
me
and
knowing
not
that that's
tell-
in there, it's
Oh.
like I poisoned myself.
Yep.
Dang.
Are
Yep.
you a super taster?
What does that mean?
That means like
You taste everything.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm the same way.
Yes.
I'm the exact same way. Like it's like a super sensitive like
I don't know about super taster. I think you just got like a delicate palate.
No.
That's what a super taster is, isn't it?
It's like super tasting. You can taste other
Like
flavors.
how much salt is
than
in it? Like I
others.
watched this super taster recreate a burger to like 86% accuracy, eating it only twice,
Yeah.
Well,
and like a week happened in between.
I could probably do that if I was a good cook.
Well,
gotcha.
Let me tell you this. When I was younger, I ate a bean cheese burrito from Taco Casa, and you mark my words here. I could taste the one little shred of lettuce that was in
All right,
I can
here's
do
the
that,
deal.
yeah.
My girlfriend, she hates lettuce, so anytime there's like the bite, she instantly knows, and then instantly we're like
Yeah.
we're like spitting out into a bag.
I'm the same way.
'cause-
I'm the same way. I'm the same way.
But that's like it's a texture thing. Then you're just feeling the texture.
No, we can taste it. I can
Yeah.
taste it.
Lettuce
And
doesn't
I-
have a taste, dude.
Yes, it
it
does.
does. It does have a taste.
Taylor, you and me, like lettuce doesn't have taste.
Yeah,
Lettuce-
it's basically water.
It's water and leaf.
Yeah,
I know
bet
people
it
who
does.
don't like water. Like they
That's
have to
weird.
drink flavored
That's
water.
that's weird.
That's a weird one. That is a weird one.
No, that one's normal.
Do you not like water?
No, I love water, but I know people.
It's crazy.
They're like, I hate water. I hate the taste.
Yeah,
I know
but I mean,
water
you drink
does have a
flavored
taste.
water.
Hold up. Water has a taste. It tastes exactly like the ground. I worked in a water bottling factory. It was one of my first jobs I ever had.
Yeah.
Water tastes. We would ship out spring water, and then we'd ship out distilled bottled water. Spring water tasted like the sand that we like worked on, and the distilled water tasted like it was draining me of my nutrients out of my teeth.
Yep.
It was
Sounds great.
awful. It feels crisp and clear because it literally absorbs everything off of you. Distilled water is actually like kind of is actually a little bit bad for people. If
yeah.
you have like mineral deficiencies or something, it can leach that out into itself. It process of like osmosis and stuff.
Nice.
Drink spring water that is locally distilled to catch up on whatever minerals you think that you are deficient on. Very good for women who are pregnant, I've been told. But then again, I don't work in that industry anymore because my boss was a bit of a jerk. He just threw a tantrum at work when he shouldn't have every day.
Damn.
Right? Bad bosses, man.
I mean-
Hate to see him. Hate to see it.
But I think I have been trying to talk to myself. I need to start trying. I need to start trying to eat
I've been
salads.
thinking about it too.
and
Salads?
everything too. Yes, but I have a feeling that as soon as I stab a fork into a salad and put that in my mouth,
Mhm.
I'm just gonna be reaching for the nearest trash can.
Yeah, like
Okay.
it's-
Um,
I had a bite of salad.
what
a couple
about
years
like
ago
an
and I just-
in-between? What if you just added salad to things you already eat? So
Would
like,
make
walk
'em
me through
worse.
your burgers.
Meat,
Build up.
cheese, meat, cheese, and bread.
So that's actually a sandwich.
There you go.
Yeah, I can't. I
Burger,
I
you
don't-
need lettuce. If you can't handle the lettuce, start with some onion. If it's a texture
rather-
thing on the onion,
I'd rather
grill
eat
your
lettuce
onion.
than onion.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wait, grilled onions even? Like caramelized?
I haven't tried
Ooh.
caramelized.
You'll
Well,
like.
Oh,
bet
dude,
you
they're
will.
so sweet.
Well,
They're
the thing
delicious.
is with onions is that they're not that good. They are good for you, but not as well as most.
Caramelized. Start with caramelized
No,
onions.
what I'm getting at is like working your way into it. Don't
Yeah.
start like in hardball. Nobody immediately wakes up one day and plays MLB,
Right.
right? You like my younger brother, you just start practicing and working your way up to it. Or acquired tastes, quote unquote, or like getting used to nastiness is really what it means. So like if for you guys getting into vegetables and an acquired taste, start out with the really easy vegetables. Carrots,
I like
sweet
carrots.
peas.
I do like carrots.
Yeah,
I-
because
I
they're
can eat
candy.
carrots.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're straight sugar. Carrots are sugar. Corn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corn is sugar.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other one? Like sweet potatoes.
Oh yeah.
I
don't
can't handle
like-
sweet potatoes.
I
They're
don't
way
like
too sweet.
potatoes.
I don't like them. They're too sweet
I
for
don't
me.
even
No.
like sweet potatoes.
I mean, I've eaten them every once in a while.
Yeah,
but
normal potatoes.
potatoes I can.
I mean, I
Like
don't like.
russets.
I don't like potatoes in general.
You
is the
gotta
thing.
like soak it.
Well,
in,
now
like,
you're insulting
salt
the Irish
and butter
heritage in
I
and
this
know,
cheese,
like-
bacon.
I like
sour cream.
fries.
Hold up, Taylor.
I'm just like I was talking about food. I'm like I'm gonna like back up. And
Now you're going to
Okay.
Montana. Now we're just going to Montana's and ordering a
half-price
nacho.
apps. I mean,
Okay,
come on.
okay. All right. But my boyfriend is like you guys. So I am like a 40-year-old mom at heart. So I did some things for him. Caramelized onions he liked. Little bits of them. But you had to like really caramelize them. This one is an odd one. He liked green beans if you put salt and butter and a little tiny bit of ketchup. And it's like you have to imagine you're like eating a French fry. And it worked. And then lettuce. He hates lettuce. But I found out he liked, or he would tolerate, not really like, the very like darkest of the green lettuce.
Yeah, that's
So
where all the
he would-
flavor is.
Yeah, he
apparently.
would cut.
The white of the lettuce, nasty.
I could get him to eat salad because he wanted to start eating more vegetables. So I was coming up with like things to try that like I remember I did because I hated vegetables as a little kid. So I cut off, like I'd chop up the lettuce and then the parts that were like the more white ones I got rid of, and it was basically just all dark green. And I put like cheese and dressing, and he likes croutons, so I put croutons, and
Ooh.
that was it. So he started there, and now he likes just plain onions. He eats green beans without ketchup and stuff, and now he just eats. He will order a salad and enjoy it. But like, you gotta baby step. But yeah, let's try some
But
some
then
of those
again,
maybe.
that's all if you genuinely like want to go through
Yeah.
this. You don't have to. You're an adult.
yeah.
like,
I'm an
it's
adult.
fine.
I don't.
He didn't have a fun time.
Jake, I've seen your Twitter. I know what you're going to do.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all adults here, but the thing is,
Speak for yourself, outsider.
I'm sorry. Am I at the same college as you?
Kids club.
No, I think we're all. I'm the youngest one here, right?
How old are you?
Out of you, I'm 20.
I'm 20 as well.
20.
What were you born?
21.
99.
I know.
Oldest.
What month?
May.
Oldest.
Yes, I am older than you.
Wait, which day is your birthday though?
March 4th.
Oh, he's a month older than me.
Dang.
2 months.
I can't count.
23
You're 23. But wait, when was your birthday, Jake? What month and day?
December.
My birthday's in May. Mine's before you. I'm older than you.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Actually, I think Corndog's the oldest one here. Taylor, when's your birthday?
January.
Never mind. Taylor's the oldest one here.
This is stupid.
Nah, because her birthday is before. Her birthday happens first in the year.
January
So she gets
7th.
older before all of us. So she's older than us.
Well, then
That's
happy
right.
late birthday.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, your birthday, like, actually happened recently.
Yeah, it's great. 21.
Oh,
It
congratulations.
was the fun one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything extravagant or get in trouble, but it was
The
good.
fun
I
one.
mean, you're not gonna get in
Yeah.
trouble unless you drive.
Yeah. I went to
like-
Chili's and got a margarita. It was very fun.
Wow. You're wild.
I'm like a 40-year-old woman. I swear. I was like, yes, I can buy my own wine.
Speaking
I'm
of
like a
actually,
30-year-old loser.
you can now head into. We're moving on to our last segment of the show and of the evening.
Okay.
Lucky Vines. And Taylor, I already told you about this one. What are you doing on Monday evenings? Specifically, starting from here. Let's pop open this. Boop. What are your Monday evenings like, Taylor? Walk us through them. You doing anything crazy? The 6 to 9 p.m.
No.
There's a bachelor watching party
Oh, yeah.
happening at Lucky Vines.
I always have to wait till Tuesday
It's,
because of Hulu.
It's in Dublin.
I'd drive
Um,
to Dublin to see it a day sooner.
Yeah, well, technically it's off 675 County Road, 497 Dublin Road, Texas. Every Monday they're doing a bachelor watch party inside of a winery. So I assume
Your girl gonna be there.
Wine ant.
Heck yeah.
Oh no, you are the wine ant, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah, so this is just a little interesting thing to do during the week. This is sort of our ending segment for y'all to start winding down.
Start winding down. Sorry, I had to advertise for you.
You're grounded, actually. Please don't participate in the next segment.
Bye.
If you're not interested in wine, though, and you're looking for something a little more twisted, Twisted J Live. Stoney Laurie is coming in, I believe, February 1st, which is, this Saturday. So if you haven't already gotten tickets, they're $12 at the door. Doors open 7 p.m. The show starts at 9, however, so you got like a 2-hour window there. Stoney looks like a rocker. I wasn't able to figure out too much exactly about his music because I just kind of learned about the venue pretty recently, but everyone knows where Twisted J is in town. It's over there, yeah?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
over
yeah.
there.
I've never
Yeah.
actually been there.
I don't go to bars. I don't
Neither
like the
do I.
bar
Like,
scene.
I
Me
can't.
neither.
Well,
Sorry.
me neither.
Which is why I don't care for Stephenville because it's a dry county. I don't like
drink
going to
wine.
bars. I don't like going
Watch
to bars,
Bachelor.
and I don't like beer. So
Good job, Jake.
Yet the unnamed fraternity that's across the street from me goes and parties on a Tuesday night like nobody's business.
Amazing.
Club going
Oh,
up on a
dude.
Tuesday.
You saw, I came out of the apartment with my friend who lives right next to you.
Yeah.
He tells me all the time, he's like, somebody had a somebody, we all know who somebody is,
Yes.
had a very fun party this weekend. And I was like, this weekend? Tim, it's Wednesday. And he's like, oh no. Please.
I mean, at 2:30 in the morning, you just hear screaming, and it's just, oh my gosh.
sounds fun.
It's not. If you're the
not.
one
Sounds
being in an apartment
exhausting.
trying to sleep, then no, it's not fun.
Sounds exhaustive. To,
Yes.
to live that life? Yikes. I
That
couldn't
Monday
imagine.
was just too hard.
That's just
Right. Or it was amazing. And they're
Yeah, you had to
celebrating
celebrate on
it.
Tuesday.
Like, yo, dude, Monday. Hey.
Yeah.
The anti-Garfields of this life.
yep.
Touché.
So, if you're looking for something, Stoney, Laurie, and Grant Gilbert, looks like it's going to be a bit of a rock show this Saturday. Finally, if you need something, shout out for our 40-year-old moms in the house. The Chicken House Flea Market, January 31st.
Ooh.
It's going to be Friday. I'm pretty sure it's open just in the evening. I don't know how flea markets work. I've only been to one once. I only went to this one specifically once. It's off of US 377. It's 8080.
It's literally just like,
like
one
outside of
giant
town.
garage sale.
Like I got that part, but like they don't have like hours technically. What's up,
Yeah.
Taylor?
Have you ever been to an antique mall?
No.
This is
When
my
I was a kid.
40-year-old
What's an
mom
antique?
talking.
Whoa, what's an antique
You
mall?
don't know what it...
You don't know an
Oh,
antique
man.
oh
mall?
my gosh, really?
Whoa.
Dude, okay, so like a...
Hold up. Like I didn't kill anyone's dog here, all right? I'm not in
Kinda.
trouble.
Yeah, you are.
I mean, you live in one of the most country places in Texas,
I love
and you haven't
antique
been to an
malls.
antique mall.
I come from Montana, which is way more country, and they don't have antique
You
malls.
would enjoy it. I think
You-
you'd like going.
It's a bunch of old stuff.
That doesn't make it good, and that doesn't mean I should
I'm
buy
not
it.
saying it's good. I don't go to them.
I go.
I don't go to them.
Taylor,
I've
sell
been to a
me
few.
on
So
Antique Mall.
I am
Corn dog supporting
definitely
facts.
the old lady. So in the morning, I go to church, and then I eat lunch, the same lunch. I have Chicken Express, and then I take a nap, and then I go to antique malls. This is my Sunday. So,
Grandma,
so yeah,
you're alive.
thriving.
Thriving.
So
That is man. That would be sick to like go to church, eat lunch, then sleep, then go hang out.
yeah, and then if I have time left over, I like do my homework
It's like a
and
flea
prepare for
market.
my Monday. So okay,
It's
so
like a flea market, isn't it?
yeah, but then he doesn't understand flea market. So I was saying,
Wait, do you not
antique
understand flea markets
malls-
either?
Like
To help you.
I get it.
You
like
get
it's
the
a
idea
booth.
of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, like it's
Same difference. It's like like a synonym. I can't think of a proper synonym.
cool.
So like at antique malls, you can rent a booth.
Okay.
I actually have a booth at one of the
It's a
antique
yard
malls.
sale.
Not-
Hold up.
Not
What?
in Stephenville. It's where I live. But anyway, yeah. So it's like a bunch of kind of older things. Like maybe somebody passed away in your family. You don't know what to do with it, but they're like worth something, so you can rent a booth.
Uh-huh.
Or there's kind of more.
Or you can go on Antique Roadshow and they can talk about it.
Basically. So it's like if everyone at Antique Roadshow got their stuff together and like had a booth, that's kind of it. Or
Mhm.
sometimes they just
But then
have
Antique Roadshow
stuff
wouldn't
that's
exist.
older.
So they're killing my favorite show.
No, not really. But anyway, so there's like booths of
Wait,
that
hold
are
on.
owned
That's your
by
favorite
different-
show? Yeah, you'd love.
You would
love
like
going to this
it.
place.
It's-
Guys, that was a
it's-
joke.
It's
okay,
no,
fellas.
no, it's Antique Roadshow, but
Antique
in
Roadshow.
real.
It's a joke.
It's Antique Roadshow, but in
Please, no.
real. That's his favorite
Please,
show.
no.
It's your favorite show now.
You've admitted it.
Hell.
It's your favorite show now, man.
Stamped onto
I
your
kind of
soul.
like it.
I don't. I haven't
Uh,
watched it since I was
joking.
in
Antique
American Pickers.
Roadshow
Let's
and
go.
like
It was
He-
a joke.
Ecom Auto.
Dude, my
claims-
dad
I watch
won't
those.
stop watching American Pickers. I don't know why.
Oh, my dad loves that show too.
That show is like designed for the hoarder mind. man.
I watch it if I'm
Think
like
about
super
it.
bored.
It's designed for hoarders,
No, my
dude.
dad is like not a hoarder. I'm more of a hoarder than my dad, and like he
Mm.
loves that show.
I'm gonna have to like when my dad passes, I'm gonna have to pull him out of his own workshop with a ton of steel. What's up? The ghost? Yeah. The ghost returns?
Maybe.
Is it an alien?
We can put it in, we can put it in the meta tags. Taylor, the ghost
Mhm.
returns.
Yep.
This happens every episode. There's some sort of spooky noise and the ghost is here. Yeah, Antique Roadshow's not my favorite show. It's fine. Don't
But
send me.
antique malls are good.
Already admitted
Sometimes
it.
they have more like modern booths. Like some people,
Is
I
it
don't
like
know,
an?
like make things.
is
There's
it
a lot
like
of
an
people who have
Etsy?
art.
It's like a
kind
real
of-
life Etsy.
It's like an Etsy for
kind
old
of-
people.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a little bit of everything in all of them, but they're good. I like them. Flea markets are kind of like a big antique mall, but not necessarily everything's old or worth something.
I would.
So it's kind of like what
The only
like
thing I
whatever
remember
they
from
have.
walking through the flea market in town, or like on the edge of town, was just an entire library of adult novels.
nice.
That was wild.
It's definitely like the
I was
theme
like,
of like one man's trash, another man's treasure.
No, one
That's
man's trash,
definitely-
another man's trash.
Exactly.
Could be
Trash
treasure to somebody.
Nope,
That's
tra-
why there's
nope,
flea markets.
Trash for one, trash for all.
I mean, it's mainly what you see at a flea market is stuff you would see at a pawn shop, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, one time when I was at
So it's
A
an
flea-
unregistered pawn shop.
pretty much,
They're going down. I'm putting them down.
But something could be worth something.
I'm
That's
calling
why
the
you go. You go for the hunt, not necessarily.
Got
like,
you.
To get
It's like
just
dirt
a
cheap,
sip.
I
The
guess.
false,
for-
the
yeah.
false promise of capitalism.
You might find something worth something. That's why
mean,
you go.
I found a big old sword there, and I love my swords. I got a bunch of swords in my room.
Oh
actually.
no.
But I find this golden hilted, beautiful sword.
Actual
It
gold
looks-
or pyrite?
I have no idea. Probably even painted. I don't really care. though. It looked cool.
That's the point of swords.
Pyrite
Cute.
is fool's gold, by the way.
Yes, but it's the only thing you can use to kill a fool.
True.
Or pay him off.
I'm coming for you. But anyway, it's like that's the kind of stuff you find. If you find something that interests you, that's the real treasure of being at a flea market or
Mm-hmm.
any of those other places. It's like she said. It's about what you find, not
Mhm.
what
Yeah.
happens.
It's the hunt.
It's
The hunt. Got it. So I need to bring my gloves and my goggles and just start digging into stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, bring
bring a
like
buddy.
a headlight.
I had like I walk in as a prospector. Looking for some gold.
You'd get
You
kicked
never
out
know.
probably.
Oh yeah, how would they fight me?
Cops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have a pickaxe.
I'd like to see you fight cops actually.
got
Like not
pistols.
as a joke.
Like
That'd be
in
really
town
funny.
cops.
Yeah, like
Like legitimately, you want to see me go after cops?
not go after cops, just like a gentleman's duel.
Oh, dude, we gotta bring gentlemen's duels back into
Yes!
real life.
No, we do. We do. I am with you.
Like, yes, there is like civil court, but that's not fun for me.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
especially now that we have social media, you could like really hype everything
Star.
up and then just.
World Star.
Well, I mean, World Star's kind of like gone and dead. That's fine.
Not really, but
Nothing good is showing up on World Star at least.
okay, fine, whatever. Point is, I agree. Gentleman duels.
Like, I think
Bring
there
it back.
should be a way to legally have a gentleman's duel. Like, Taylor, if you and I have a dispute, we should be allowed to shoot at each other. Yeah? Like, if you
Yeah.
genuinely are at the point where both of us agree,
Like either I'm right or I
like,
die.
I killed your dog, and I'm like, nah. I like, don't even be mad at me about it. Your dog got in the way of my car. And then you come at me just like, nah, dude, you killed my dog. I'm getting nothing from you, man. What's up? You don't want to do
I think
Oh,
if
no, I
both
wouldn't shoot
people,
you.
yeah, both people would need to agree to it, obviously.
Yeah.
And at that point,
Like, it's a
like,
legal
Okay, okay.
waiver.
yeah,
It would have to be way more intense. Like, I was there and I saw you shoot my mother. Like, I saw it, and nobody
Well,
believed me.
then I go in for
Like,
homicide.
no, it should be for any reason,
But-
but it has to be both
but
people
you
agree
say
to it.
nothing happened, and
Yeah.
there's no proof, and nobody else was there.
Oh, gotcha.
Like, yeah, at that point. But if it's like my dog and it was on the street, it's like, well, my bad. I probably shouldn't have let him go out.
Not fool. I would kill you,
You
for my
know.
dog.
It's like if two guys wanted to get
I'd
into a fist.
sacrifice anyone to resurrect my own dog.
We
I'm
should
not
have the
about
right to
violence.
die.
It's like
That should be in the Constitution.
Oh shoot, Jake. Oh no.
I want to.
stop it.
No, stop it.
Stop it, man.
We were
Dang.
talking about wine and Bachelor. How did we get this far?
Because the
I wanna
show
go back to
became
that.
awesome.
Flea markets.
I like
It's
talking
like-
about flea
okay.
markets.
It's like if two guys were wanting to fist fight over something, and you say,
Yeah,
"Hey,
they should be allowed to fist fight.
yeah, hey, no
Yeah.
cops, okay? Got it." And then you just start going at it. No one calls the cops. No one.
I think
That's
now you've created
Okay.
a fight club.
Well, no, like
I think like cops should be there and like EMS should be there and like set up a ring.
Yeah.
well,
And I think like okay, here's the thing.
And if it's a betting country, you
like,
should be allowed to take bets.
for guns, if we're doing like a gun duel,
Mhm.
like it's
oh
fine.
yeah,
it's
what
what?
kind of duel?
Well, like here's the
'Cause
thing.
I got you boys in an axe fight.
Here's the thing. I think there should be rules to it.
Yeah.
Like no hollow point. That's
Okay.
just straight illegal.
will be like
That-
a regulated.
You're
gun.
not allowed
Well, here's the deal. Like the original reason of a duel, because like in Renaissance when we had rapiers and such, and it was like 1-versus-1 manly combat. It was the rules was first one to draw blood from the chest.
Yeah.
And now there is, if you are like it's a lunging fight, you would like more than likely stab your opponent,
Mhm.
and then you drew blood. The duel is over. Both of you give in. A good fighter, someone who is in duels a lot, would just slash you, and it would be over with it because of the rules of the duel.
Yeah.
Now you've just lost. You've been cut. You're gonna be upset. You might, do it again. But that's like the Wild West mentality that we're used to. Shooting duels back in the Wild West, where it was like guns drawn out and you're at the 50 feet or 50 paces. Take them when you see them. That's like the Western mentality of a duel, which is I would argue a bastardization of the original Renaissance duel, which was two men holding smooth bore flintlock pistols. They start up here, lower them at each other, and then fire whenever. And if you hit your opponent, that was a plus side. The important part was that you stood your ground being shot at.
Little fun fact: Andrew Jackson actually got shot in the chest with a in
By
a duel.
Aaron Burr.
Yeah, and
Oh,
Andrew
wait.
Jackson was also fired at by a
Oh
man
no
with
no
two
no
pistols.
no! Aaron Burr.
Both of them locked up, and Andrew Jackson beat
I
the
want to
man
get
with
into
a cane.
that, but I just want to correct myself. I was wrong. It wasn't Andrew Jackson. I was thinking of Alexander Hamilton got killed by Aaron Burr by getting shot. But
Yes,
Andrew Jackson.
that's actually how he made
Let's
it.
talk
in
about Andrew Jackson for a second.
He's a bit of a mad lad
What
there.
I think
what
he's required his own episode.
he's
They threw such a rager of a party. They were burning stuff in the White House lawn.
they were burning stuff in the
He
White
had to-
House lawn.
He had to bounce.
He
came
tried to
back.
get assassinated by a guy, like the two pistols dude. Like that dude like thought he was like the king of England, and
Mhm.
like thought killing this guy would make him king of America. And then like the bodyguards had to pull Jackson off
Yeah.
because Jackson was beating the hell out of him. with his cane. Like we get it. He tried to kill Jimmy Man, but like
Slow down.
just like let the course. He'll be hung. He'll be hung. Please, please. You're making a scene, Mr. President.
He freaking in a duel one time. He let himself get shot in the stomach. That way he could take all the time he needed to take his shot at one point, and he won.
Yeah, didn't die from it.
He got like an inch away
He
from
had
his
like
heart.
he had like 6 bullets in his chest when he died.
Yes.
See, those level of people, those caliber of people, still exist in this world. We just don't have duels to bring them out.
Yeah, they
as like
just-
the duelists.
They're chained
the
down.
madmen.
They're held down by society.
Undo the chains. Let us kill each other. Right
Taylor,
to
you're not
die.
enjoying
Duel
this
for your
one.
life.
What's wrong? What's wrong with it?
Nothing. I'm just not a violence. I don't have much to contribute.
So then, how would you settle the duel?
What do you like? What do you mean?
If I challenged your honor,
Like, in a gunfight?
well, that's the thing.
Would it be
Like, how are you,
what kind
you
of style?
challenging me?
How do we? Well, that's
Are
the
you
thing. Is like
challenging me with words.
I challenge. No, I challenge you to a duel. Name the stakes, and the battle.
I don't. What if I don't want to fight?
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I mean, then you're a coward.
I'm not a coward.
Well, then fight me.
How do I
You-
fight you?
Well, like here's
Why
the
do we have to settle it by fighting? Can we just?
because we're a Roman-based society, run by humans. If you haven't noticed,
And
Yeah.
humans.
they're
I think
stinky.
that I think
Humans
we should
have smelly brains full of anger.
I think we should be allowed to build killdozers.
Jake, that one is too far.
Killdozers.
Have you not heard of the killdozer?
That
No.
one's too far.
No, that is
Slow it
not
down.
too far.
That's
Tread
a
on
whole-
them. Tread on
No,
them.
stop, Jake. I'll turn your mic off. Killdozer is too much for this episode right
He
now.
did nothing
We're
wrong.
We'll
almost
talk about
done.
that another time.
Jake. Jake,
Yes.
behave. I had to tell you to put the stapler down earlier today. What's going on, bud?
What?
He was getting into it. Almost had a duel with staplers.
I was brandishing that stapler like it was my cousin.
I'm sorry. What have I been missing?
Office
a lot.
hours.
I need to get in here more often.
Oh,
Right.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm Jake. My name's Jake, by the way.
My name's Jake. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been your episode of Cruisin the Planet. Unfortunately, it was a bit of a double take, but I think in the end we were able to talk about everything for this week, and there won't be too much post-processing. Episode 9, I'd like to make a little
Episode
apology.
9.
We had some problems on it, and a little bit of editing had to be done, mostly on my fault, or mostly my responsibility, really. Taylor, thank you very much for fixing it.
You're welcome.
This episode, I do have a few notes we'll have to go through, but it should be up. Taylor is the one who does the editing for the show now, just
Yes.
in case any of y'all knew. So if you say something nasty and it causes editing her work, she will eventually duel
I'm
you.
gonna look at you with an upset look, knowing I have to figure out where that is and
Yeah.
fix it.
Right. But, ladies and gentlemen, this has been your episode of Cruisin the Planet. Thank you, everyone. Signing off. Cole had to leave early, but she gives us
Farewell.
regards. We're going to have ourselves a very fun evening. Go check those things out on the weekends. We will see you all next week.